Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Artyom, and I want to thank everybody who decided to click on this video. Recently, I posted my first ever self-made video on YouTube regarding custom tactics. So if you guys haven't watched it, just go ahead and please do that, because this video is gonna be a continuation about those tactics. Before we jump forward, I just want to shortly introduce myself so you all know who you are actually dealing with. I'm 40 years old, father of three sons with full-time job who just still enjoy playing some video games and especially playing FIFA. I started playing FIFA a very long time ago, but in regards to Ultimate Team, I'm still consider myself as being a freshman. Of course, first time I tried this mode, it was like 2 years ago during the COVID virus lockdown, and since then it just become kind of my addiction and hobby. In the beginning, I mostly played offline game modes because my internet connection wasn't good enough for online experience, and also some like season games maybe sometimes. And after that, I turned to Ultimate Team and stick with it till now actually. I'm not a pro player, guys, by any means, but I consider myself, we can say, a little above average FIFA player. In FIFA 22, I had around like 19 up to 20 skill points, skill rating points, and had a couple weekend league finishes with like 16 wins at the most. The most enjoyable part for me when I'm playing the game is creating my own tactics with specific player instructions and actually watch them work against other players, just outsmart them and beat them by using it. So when you so when you basically play competitive games like FIFA, for example, and you keep losing all the time, I am actually definitely a good example of it. You decide just to improve by going through all social medias and finding tutorials, guides, and etc. So I just did the same. That's how I got better over the time. I started to understand the basic mechanics and just put work on my game. I was also one of many who like search for custom tactics on YouTube, mostly watching of course big pro players and just copy and paste whatever they created, which actually wasn't improving my results significantly. We have a lot of videos about tactics nowadays, tutorials about basically every little part of this game. But what I had most difficulties with is to find someone's custom tactics with breakdown in actual game. So of course I watch some players streams and stuff to understand how their tactics works, but not all of us like have enough time to spend on watching streams for a couple hours or even let's say record them and rewatch after work or other daily activities and just learn what they mean by their specific tactics. That's why I decided to show breakdown of my own tactics in game, what specific instruction does, and how do I play, what I'm looking for when creating chances. Yeah, so that's the idea and purpose of this channel, and I just hope you will all enjoy it and have fun watching it. Alright then, that was long enough. Let's go straight to in the game examples, guys. Okay, let's go to the match analysis. This is a match played in Division Rivals. I'm currently in Division 6 at the last checkpoint before Division 5. At important moments, I will pause the video to show exactly how the instructions given to the players work in the game. We begin. The first situation that refers to my previous video on the tactic itself, uh, it just, hold on a second, I'll rewind just to show you again. I mentioned that I prefer to defend in a 4-4-2 shape, and with the two midfielders actually, and by giving specific tactics guidelines, we are also able to defend with a 4-3-2-1 formation, as in the usual 4-4-2 formation. Okay, over here I marked with red cars two midfielders playing in the middle of the field. One of them has instructions stay back while attacking and stay on edge of the box for cross, while the other is on balance and get into the box for cross. Right here you can see one of them will always be in front during our possession of the ball, which makes it much easier for us to build up than if they were like to be in one line. And regarding the players on the ball, please note that Messi, by occupying the position of the right winger, will cause that normally playing in this position Modric will just take his role in attack. Let's continue. Yeah, right here we'll have first example of why I was saying how important it is to have instructions for our two attacking midfielders get into the box. In a moment, De Jong will run into the box, which will create a good goal situation for us. And on top, you can clearly see our left fullback, which I remind you has instructions join the attack and inverted. Please pay attention to the position of Nuno Mendes at the top of the screen, because thanks to the inverted instruction, he will remain in front of the box. Yeah, that was a good chance. Good save. Over here, just wanted to quickly show you that during our attack, we will defend ourselves in formation with like three center defenders. Over here, we have a Messi playing as a false nine, even though he's like a right forward. Like should be right forward and looking for an open space so we can pass the ball to him, and our striker who's just trying immediately make some run behind the back opponents with the instruction of getting behind. So you can see Messi is like playing also like basically as a cam. And as soon as our midfielders take the ball, our striker will look for as instructed. Make a run behind, but what I want to guys point out is look that he's making angle run, and this is because of the drift wide instruction. Alright, our two players see the free space. Those two selected players see free space in front of them, so they will try to run into it. But here's the important run is from Modric actually, which is our second midfielder who has the instruction get into the box. And we will create because of that actually a good scoring opportunity. We just messed up. Standard corner kick routine that I'm playing short and trying just to pass to the edge of the box and go from there, trying to maybe shoot outside the box and hope for the luck, hope for the best. We got very lucky here. It was a terrible touch actually from Aubameyang, and I had enough time to recover with my center back. Trying to not to commit. And again, the first pass that I'm looking for is actually going to my false nine player, which is Messi, so he can distribute the ball after. Striker is already making a run, and it's going to be again angled run. And Modric is gonna position himself on the right side because we gave him instruction drift wide. Over here we use the new skill, which is actually overpowered. Then we use Trivela shot, which is also very good in this FIFA. Okay, so here we have first example of press after possession loss. Teza, who is originally playing as a right center back, immediately dashes to attacking player, which makes it difficult to counter attack for the opponent. Not the best choice of pass. Alright guys, over here I just want to show you that our CDM is always there to help us recycle in difficult situation, and highlighted left back is just to show you how inverted instruction makes him position on the field and stop possible counters. That was actually not the best choice of pass from my opponent. We got the ball. Over here, guys, again, Messi as a right forward. Striker is making angle run, but pay attention to Messi. He will run to the midfield, to the middle of the pitch, just giving us like definitely much more passing options. Okay guys, here I will rewind you a little to show you how De Jong withdraws from getting into box, because he sees Messi is doing it. So, and because we have our player in the box tactic set for 4 bars, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, so there is no more room for him. This is also just perfectly full lineup in the final third of the pitch. Nuno staying outside, our CDM staying definitely closer to the midfield. Yeah, just go ahead and watch. I'll rewind. Just pay attention to the De Jong over here. He's trying to get. Messi is joining. He's withdrawing. We messed up. Again, another corner. Same routine. Good save from the goalie. Yeah, over here I just wanted to quickly show you how I defend myself in difficult situation. I will press shortly with the player closer to the ball, but I see there is a runner in the middle. And I will switch to defender closer to that runner just to cover that run, but still apply pressure with teammate pressing using R1. That was a strange animation. Alright, so here we see the Modric is already in his position with Rift Wide. I marked actually Messi so that you can see how deep he is now and watch his position in attack with false 9 instruction. And it is also worth mentioning that if it weren't the instructions for the young get into the box, which I repeat is very important, it will be difficult for me to create such a good goal scoring opportunity, because he's getting to the box, the defenders are dropping even lower than they are now. And we actually scored in this situation. Once again, just showing that our CDM is always there if we need to recycle the ball. Here we go. terrible pass from my side. Another example of press after possession loss. You have to be very careful because mistake here may result that you will concede a goal. That was actually very nice done by my opponent. Uh, Almost the same situation in defense. But we don't have a runner in the middle. I mean, he is, but he's very far. So here I'm going to press right away manually with the closest defender, but trying not to commit. Okay, now the situation a little changes because the runner is getting closer to our box, but I think switching defending player here would be too dangerous. So I use the new feature which is a partial team press. Also by using R1, you just have to press it twice and then hold. That causes two of our players just press closest to them opponents. Nice try from my opponent, good save. And here will come, I think, the glitchy corner, short corner that I have no idea how to defend still. Alright guys, you can see that I have a lot of space in front, but considering De Jong is not the fastest player, I don't want to lose the ball immediately, so I prefer to wait and play the ball calmly, even at the cost of losing a chance for counter goal. That was a lucky move. Very risky pass here, but we got lucky. What I want to show you here is I notice in this formation that when my players attack, they act like they have instruction overload the ball side, where the ball is basically the majority players are there. We have a plenty space along the both lines actually, and I decided to press L1 over here to make my right fullback run forward and use the open space. My opponent didn't cover that run. He switched it just now. And actually guys, here it's a perfect situation to score. I had the option to pass directly to the striker by using, for example, a driven pass, but I didn't notice him open during the match. Instead, I took advantage of the quick backward and fast to the middle pass, and I will repeat again. Thanks to the get into the box instruction for the midfielder, I created a great chance with the De Jong over here. Unfortunately, I used the wrong skill move here. Yep, he's doing a great move, terrible skill move, and yeah. Yeah, I figure Messi has a finesse straight shot. We have a good score. I just wanted to try it. Just trying not to commit. Over here I actually made a terrible mistake and I got lucky that that pass wasn't accurate enough. Alright, and actually the last thing that I wanted to point out is that, for example, if a striker changes position during the game with another player, in this case with the De Jong, they will also switch with the player instructions until getting back to original position. In this case, my striker will still keep behind and his duties will be taken over by De Jong, and you will see in a couple of seconds he will do the also angle run behind the defender's back. Yeah, and here it comes. I also highlighted Modric because, again, because of that. Get into the box instruction. Just watch how good opportunity we will have. Unfortunately, the goal is saved it. All right, guys, it's definitely enough for this video, which is much longer than I planned anyway. I hope you enjoy and it wasn't such a boring thing. I hope you enjoyed this way of tactic presentation. Of course, let me know in the comments what your honest thoughts about it. And I'm already inviting you to the second